What's up, everyone? We've got two matches to bring you today. Two teams visiting Turf Moor from opposite ends of the Premier League table. We've got Arsenal and we've got Bournemouth. Let's see where we sit against a top table team and a relegation rival. This is season 1 of 3 seasons to save. Burnley. This is our standard setup. This is what we played in our first game. I think it works quite well. I don't really rate our wide players. I think we need a plan B, and this is what I'm looking at. We've got this attacking midfielder slot with the wing back bombing on down the left-hand side. I think this opens up possibilities for us as a plan B. Now, at the minute, the best fit for that role that we've got is Scott Twine, who, to be fair, is not a bad player. I think we could get someone better. I think we can get someone very, very good in that role. And I've narrowed it down to 2 options. One of them is this man that we mentioned last time, Oscar, the attacking midfielder from Sevilla. He is very, very good, proper flair player. I love his mentals, the leadership and determination. He's a great guy to have around the squad. His technique, passing ability, set pieces, he's a great player, Spanish international, and only 3.4 million. That is an absolute bargain. But he's not the only one. The other man is this, same age, same nationality, Carlos Alenia from Getafe. He is a very similar player, actually. The more you look at it, he's a very similar player. Mentals are still very good. I love that flair and that vision combined with the passing, the technique, the first touch. He is a proper creator. He's not quite as good at the set pieces, but my God, he's a good player. Now, we've got to do a comparison of the two because they are really, really difficult to set aside. On that, immediately, Alenia's technicals does stand out as being marginally better. If we go into the attributes, it's not a lot between them. You'd look at these stats here, you'd think Alenia's going to be the slightly better creative player. Oscar is probably going to get a few more goals. That free kick taking, the long shots, the heading in the box. There's not a lot between them. We've got bids accepted for both. Who do we go for? So here is the accepted bid for Carlos Alenia. We're going to go into negotiations. We're going to see what we can do here. It's not unreasonable. Straight off the bat, it's not unreasonable. I think it's fairly similar, to what I think we've agreed a deal with Oscar. Let's have a look. So Oscar is cheaper. But money's not really a problem. One body out the door to make room for the new arrival is Johan Berg Gudmundsson. He's old, he's not very good. He's going to join Eintracht Frankfurt. Bit of money, happy days. Oh, that would have been a good game. 92nd minute winner. So to reiterate, we have only got room for one player. There is not really anyone in this squad I can get rid of at this stage. There are pretty much all important players apart from maybe Luke McAnally, who, to be fair, is not a bad player and we probably should keep him as a backup. I'm not sure. I don't think we're going to get both of these boys in. It's one or the other. I genuinely do not have a clue. I really like Oscar's mentals. I like the fact his work rate's a bit higher. I like the fact his leadership and determination are good. Is it worth it for having less passing, having a worse first touch, but I think he'd score more goals. It is very, very difficult to choose. Very difficult. Just said Luke McAnally was a useful player to have around. He won't be for the next 6 months. We're going to send him to the specialist because we're lovely like that. But he has broken his leg and will not be playing a part for a long time. It's very tempting to kick him out the squad and sign both of them, even though we absolutely do not need both of them. We've got Scott Twine, like that's our backup player, and this is only one option. You know, we can play the 4-4-2. We don't need both, unless one of them could play as a deep lying forward to rotate with Weghorst. Can either of them play as a deep lying forward? Elena cannot play as a deep lying forward. So we've established that. Oscar sort of can, but not really. I was really hoping for a tiebreaker there. Is that passing ability going to be worth more than the long shots? But long shots are quite powerful in this year's FM. Very powerful, I would say. So maybe we make the most of that. Please comment what you think you should have done at this point, because I will do the wrong thing. Whatever happens, I will do the wrong thing. Oscar's been given a work permit and is set to sign. I think we go from Oscar. I'm sorry. I like the fact I think the long shots. I think he's going to score cracking goals. I've gone for it. I've gone for Oscar. Sorry, Elena. We're pulling out of that one. Jack Court can go and do lovely things and chat to him. That's what he's there for. It's not like he's going to play that much football. Oscar is in, which means we can go and withdraw our bid for Elena, even though we've just paid for a work permit. I'm really sorry. Carl. You're going to be a bargain for someone, honestly. Absolute bargain. He looks great. I'd have him in a heartbeat, but we do not have room for two fancy, creative Spanish midfielders in this Burnley team. Our win over Villa in the first game, I was quite impressed with. You know, I thought, well, Villa, you know, they're a really good team. They're a really good team. They just lost 6-1 to Liverpool. 6-1. And the goal they scored was Coutinho in the 94th minute. I hope we're not bad. I really hope we're not bad and that this Villa team isn't going to just get relegated with us. Although, to be fair, are we going to find out whether we're any good or not against Arsenal? Everyone expects us to lose. I expect us to lose. But we are at home. So Fortress Turf Moor is getting rebuilt. Play that again at the end of the game when we've lost 6-0. So in terms of lineup, I don't think a lot is going to change. We're going to have Oscar on the bench in place of probably Jay Rodriguez. In terms of the lineup and the system, I think we go 4-4-2 to start, and we stick to that system that won us the first game at the end of the day. We have the potential to change it as we go through. I'm going to bring Benson on. We probably don't need Twine and Oscar on the bench. So Benson will start. Can he play as a left winger? Should we just chuck him in as a winger? I'm just going to chuck him in as a winger because he's quality. And Benson was not great in his first game. So this is the lineup we're going with. Petrovic continues in goal. Back three, effectively in possession of Amioni, Keane and Bayer. Gomez inverting from left wing back. Cullen and Ladislav will play in midfield together as that hard-working partnership. Teller on the right, Oscar on the left making his debut, Victor and Wout up top. Let's go and beat Arsenal. I just hope that we're competitive in the game as a whole, because Arsenal can tear teams apart. They are a very, very good squad. They've gone for it with Havertz and Odegaard in midfield together. Well, let's see if we can nullify them. First highlight, and it's Arsenal pushing forward. Kieran Tierney playing as an inverted wing back by the looks of it, but drifting outside. Odegaard's free. Oh, I did not like that. Did not like that. We've not really cleared it. Odegaard comes up against Ladislav. It's scrambled clear, but only as far as Trossard. Now we do clear it, and Victor can carry it away. Instant thing I've noticed there. We are outnumbered 2-1 in the middle in our defensive shape. That is going to be a serious problem if we don't address that. So immediately, midfield free. Oscar can sit in on Jorginho out of possession, so I'll just set that up. I should pause because that will probably change everything. He likes to shoot, so we're going to change into an attacking midfielder on attack because it would be silly to not have him shoot. But what we're going to do is we are going to have him mark that defensive midfielder. And then that should free up our two defensive midfielders to worry about Odegaard and Havertz, and they won't be left unmarked. Because this is the kind of, it's not negative tactics, it's slightly negative tactics. These are the kind of tactics you do have to employ when you're on the back foot. But we're getting forward here, and Victor nearly got his head to that. We've won a corner, and it's a chance to see Oscar's set piece delivery in action. Oscar's got a few targets to aim for. Never mind then. Never mind. I didn't want to see the highlight anyway. 35 minutes gone. It has been a bit of a nothing burger so far, but I do not mind that. I do not mind that. If we've got to put Arsenal in a situation where they've got to produce something special to win, and so far, they haven't. They're all really nervous. You're doing well. I'm going to encourage them. We're going to get positive vibes, and we are on the attack straight away. Never mind, Nathan Teller's given it away. But we can recycle. Cullen, play making from deep. That's a good looking ball into Teller. How did he miss? How did he miss? Oh, what a chance. What a chance that was for Weghorst. My God, that was a good chance. He's hit the post with it. And Arsenal breathe a sigh of relief because we should be ahead. Gabriel Jesus to Tierney. They're looking to build from deep again. We forced them back. Oscar should be marking Xhaka, who's there. He's come across now, and you can see we just keeps our two defensive midfielders back, and it just cuts off the passing lanes for them. Xhaka's got a little bit freer here, but now White drops in. Saka, this is a more dangerous position now. Havertz, Tierney, they work it through the midfield. They had to essentially have a midfield four there to get past us, and as a result, the actual chance at the end of it was a really low quality one. Nathan Teller has killed his knee, but he will continue because I don't really trust Benson at the minute. We're playing out from the back here. Oscar in possession, looking for Weghorst. Not a very good pass. And now Reece Nelson launches it in direct, and Saka's just volleyed it home past Petrovic, and that's a bit rubbish. I'm going to bring on Benson for Teller, who's hurt himself. That's really disappointing. I think we need to go a little bit wider now. That's a real shame that actually we were doing quite well in that game, and now we're going to have to change our game plan up a bit. We've only created the one sort of quality chance, still the best chance of the game, certainly a better chance than what Saka managed to get on the end of there, but a quality finish, and we are behind. 80 minutes gone. Weghorst is playing really poorly. I'm going to make Gyökeres pressing forward on support, and I'm going to bring on Lyle Foster Oscar is also tired. I've forgotten to put Scott Twine on the bench again. I've done it again. We're not getting Scott Twine then today. So we'll keep Oscar on. Ladislav has played okay, but he is tired. So then Donker is going to come on. And we'll do that. So Cullen can push a little bit further forward. I think that'll do for now. Gomez is quite tired actually. So I will just bring on Charlie Taylor. And I think we have to go attacking. We've got to try and get this goal back. It's been a pretty rubbish game. We've largely nullified them, but the one chance from Saka is enough to win it for Arsenal. It finishes 1-0. I was pleased with the defensive performance, and we created a good chance. We limited them to one half chance. We lost 1-0 because they had Bukayo Saka, and Bukayo Saka's really good. Coming up now on our second game against Bournemouth. I'm not going to make that many changes. That would be mental. Yes, happy. Oh, I hate these. Who's going to win the league? Is that what the question was? I know, Arsenal, yeah. Deadline day recruitment meeting. We haven't got any room in the squad, so unless we get a good offer in for someone, we're probably not going to sign anyone else. That'll get them excited for next episode, Alex. Luton haven't got off to a very fun start. I mean, I expected them to struggle. I didn't expect them to concede 13 goals in 3 games. That is quite unfortunate. So here we are then. Here's the team to face Bournemouth. A bit of a relegation rival. And, of course, Josh Brownhill's new home. That traitor. I remember to put Scott Twine on the bench. So immediately, best performance of the season. I've tweaked the tactics slightly. I'm making this our more front foot tactic to try and press up a little bit higher, be a little bit more aggressive in what we're doing. We're still going to play quite a low tempo and try and keep hold of possession primarily, but we're a little bit more aggressive in our press. We're a little bit more aggressive with our passing. I hope in this game at home against a relegation rival, that's actually the right thing to do. This system doesn't have a Segundo Volante in it though, and that's just a great check. Should we just put a Segundo Volante in it? We don't need one. No. If we're losing, I'll put a Segundo Volante in it. Nathan Teller is feeling roused because of the team's tactical shape and understanding of the formation, and that is why you re-sign players who were here on loan the year before. Bargain. So off we go. Relegation 6-pointer. Yes, it probably is. It would be really... If we lose this, that will be very rubbish, won't it? We beat Villa in the first game. I didn't know they were terrible. I thought they were good. And now here we are in a relegation 6-pointer. And I really hope we win. First highlight of the game. Oscar gets out of the way of it. Billing back to Senese as they build up from the back. Bournemouth, of course, trying to play this new progressive style of football under their new Spanish manager. They would have liked Oscar or Alenia. They've created the chance anyway. Clivert, Smith, he'll put it back to Cook, who shoots, and Petrovic makes a good save. First half chance of the game goes Bournemouth's way. I'm going to give us some encourage as we face this corner. We've got enough big boys in there. We should be able to deal with it, and that is comfortable. I'm trying to play on the front. We have got a corner. Gomez swings it in. Cullen on the second ball. It's on the wrong foot for Gomez. Michael Keane has a go, and it's not far away. It's saved, and we're able to mop up. Amione switches it. Teller's got loads of room. He can drill it, pull it back. Victor Kikeres should he have done better? It's another corner. The highlight continues with Sergio Gomez. He's got Weghorst and Keane to aim for. It's not a clean header. And Bournemouth survive. Another chance here though. Oscar swings it in. Bruno Amione scores! The young Argentine centre back is free at the back post. He's on the end of the Oscar free kick. It's poor defending, it has to be said. But who cares? It's 1-0. They miss the header, both of them do, and he takes it down on the half volley and smashes it past Neto. 1-0. We're into the next highlight already. Is us not? Jesus Christ. Okay. Right. I mean, I'm assuming we've dealt with it, but that wasn't great. That was very, very weak from Cullen. That way he was ruthlessly fouled. They're up for the corner. We deal with it initially, but that's a good save from Petrovic because that took a wicked deflection in the box. We were slow to charge down Cliver. Another corner. Keane deals with it. Cliver lofts it in, but Petrovic is more than equal to the cross. He's playing well. We are slightly lucky to be in front. We might have a chance to start this half quickly though. Weghorst out to Teller, who so far has been very good. Jinx inside. Nathan Teller hits the post. Start possession to start another highlight. Ladislav, Weghorst, Bayer. Teller's outlet on that side, but that's no good. I think he wants Weghorst into feet there. Pearson slips Weghorst, and they're able to build. You can see us settled into our shape here. It's slipped past, and Cook can lay it through. This is dangerous, and Solanke scores. And that was just a bit soft. It was just a bit easy. Bournemouth a level. Do we go 4-4-2 standard? Gikresh not in the game at all. Again, record signing. Maybe I'm going to put Weghorst on attack and get him a bit closer to Victor. And hopefully that will mean he's a little bit better supported. Teller deals with the weak pass quite well, and we're able to move up the field. Cullen round the corner to Gomez, who's providing. That's really weak. I think we're going to have to change back to the other system. I'm not sure this is working. It doesn't help, to be honest, when they just sort of walk through our midfield and Solanke scores. In terms of changes we can make, I mean, the front two have been awful. Foster's going to come on for Gikresh because awful. I'm going to bring Dendoncker on for Cullen, who struggled. I'm going to bring Charlie Taylor on for Gomez, who struggled. There's just far too many players out there who, frankly, are not contributing. I'm going to have to push the wingers up. Weghorst has done nothing again. Even Vladislav's having a bad game. Oh no, it's their highlight. So unless this is counter-attack of dreams, Dendoncker's intercepted it. Lyle Foster off the bench leads this counter-attack. He's got Vladislav with him. Lays it off. Dendoncker. Nathan Teller. Yes! Nathan Teller scores, and we equalise at the death. Absolutely huge. The counter-attack led by Lyle Foster. We work the ball well. It's the midfielders getting forward. Weghorst holds his man. Nathan Teller in on goal. You know what? We take it. A 2-2 draw against Bournemouth. A pretty even game overall. Are we any good? 3 games in. 1-1, drawn 1, lost 1. I still don't know. I think we've got a fighting chance of staying up, but it's going to be really, really tough slogging this season. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next episode. This is season 1 of 3 seasons to save Burnley, and it is a battle. I'll see you next time.